This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation. Foundation.
The Foundation with Howard Grant is brought to you by Alive, Baja Retreat and Spa, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, the Digital Transformation Unit, the Insurance Commission of the Bahamas, Lowe's Wholesale, Marco's Pizza, and Skin Solutions.
The Foundation.
Howard Grant's the host, Guardian Radio Station 96.9, 12 to 2 is the time. You can call the show or use the text line. Yeah, he educates, he informs. He goes against the norm. He's really got that zeal. Plus, he's a child of God.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio, Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation. On this absolutely gorgeous Tuesday afternoon, look like it's a little overcast out there. I think we got a partly, it's going to be partly cloudy today. I'm looking at The Guardian right now. Make sure you pick up The Guardian. Check that out on this beautiful May 9th. We got a lot of things to talk about today. 84 is the high, 74 is the low on this beautiful day today. So we're going to be able to chomp it down. I'm so happy, really happy to be in your company. Like I said, make sure you pick up The Guardian. Bid to stop Gibson's trial. We're going to stretch this thing out from east to west and a very good conversation about it tomorrow, maybe even on the second hour of the show. But at the first hour of the show, I have a guest in studio, and I want to kind of introduce you to that. But before we do that, let's be decent and thank the persons that continue to be able to sponsor our show. And they are none other than Baja Retreat. It says moms are special and they deserve the best. Treat them to a spa day at Baja Retreat Spa. Stop by and purchase a gift certificate at their location on East Bay Street or give them a call at 323-6711. 323-6711. Purchase a gift certificate today online at www.bajaretreat.com. That's www.bajaretreat.com. Skin Solutions. Skin Solutions here for you. Indulge your mom or yourself. I don't know whether this is for fathers. Talk to me, right? Indulge your mom or yourself with Mother's Day at Skin Solution Day Spa and Salon. It's called a Mom's Spa Day Package. 50 minutes, sweetest massage, custom designer facial, gel manicure. We talked about this yesterday. I'm excited about this. It says a classic pedicure. You can get 3.5 hours for only $330, or you can be able to kind of break it up and find out some other packages that they have with the collagen boosting mask and whatnot. Give them a call over at Skin Solution, Cable Beach, west of Bahama at 327-0500. That's 327-0500. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see that we're gearing up. Talk to me. We are gearing up for Mother's Day, and there's a great deal of things that needs to happen. Your mother is looking at you with jaundiced eyes right now, trying to figure out what you're going to do with her. Your wife is looking at you, the one that gave you 4 or 5 children. Talk to me. I know mine is. She's looking at me and she's saying, what are you going to do for me? It's like, I don't know. What do you want me to do for you, right? You're not my mother. No, I can't tell her that, right? So we're gearing up for it. And you got to be able to find out that this time is not only about sort of the adornments that you can have. It's also about what you need to do internally to be able to make some things happen. What you need to do to be able to get those things right, get those things together. If you got to get flushed out, if you got to deal with your immune system, if you got to strengthen that, if you need to be able to get your low energy back and really boost that, there are some things that you need to do also. You know, so many times we wrap ourselves in this sort of an idea that the only thing that we need to do is look good. Talk to me. We also need to feel good. You know, sometimes you can look good and still be able to be down in the dumps. And how do we get our energies back up? Well, I want to introduce you to friend of the show, longtime friend of the show here on the foundation, because you know we carry her in our spirit, but also on the Revolution with Juan McCartney. None other than herbalist Dr. Yang is in the house with us from Ancient Chinese Secrets. Dr. Yang, it is so wonderful to see you and so good to be in your company today. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. That's my great pleasure to come back and to Howard.
I'm happy that you're here with us, man. I'm so happy. We're going to talk about some stuff today. Now, I'm always interested, and I'm always very quiet when you're here because I want to learn more. I know that you're focused on the immune system. I think that as Mother's Day come, a lot of persons are kind of wrapped in this idea that I got to buy a hat or I got to do this for mother. Maybe she wants her nails done, her hair done, buy her a nice dress. But a lot of persons aren't really concerned about how to back up. How do we get her skin looking supple and fresh again on the inside? Talk to me about some of the things that you're doing over at Ancient Chinese Secret and how you're making those things happen.
Exactly. I'm the truly believer about my products. Myself, I have been using all these products for over 20 years. My mother and all my family members, we're using it and we believe it. We see it's really help maintain the health, rejuvenate the body, and keep younger looking. I try to look younger. So the healthy immune system is the first and the most important part of health and healing. A strong immune system means that infections are less frequent and the healing is quicker. I have seen so many feedback from my customers. Like for example, we have this customer, she had a huge goiter. That's we were the last stop before she go into the surgery. So she came, said, you have anything to help to shrink and get rid of, to avoid the surgery? I said, you can try it.
Was she had a thyroid?
Thyroid issues. It's a big goiter on the neck that affect her breathing.
Really?
Even couldn't move the head freely. I tell her what to eat, how to change the diet along with all our products. And she uses it. You can see changing week by week, and she's so determined, consistent using the products. By 2 weeks ago, she came to the shop. It's a 99% you don't see the goiter no more.
So she hasn't done the surgery?
No.
What?
And then she brought me the test reports. Now she's thyroid issue free.
Really?
Yes.
You know, this is something that a lot of people struggle with here in the country. I mean, a lot of women have these sort of issues. You always hear conversations about, well, I was unable to, give birth or get pregnant. I had this sort of an issue. I had a thyroid. I have an internal thyroid growing and so forth and so on. You hear these particular things, but you're saying to me that you have products to help this?
Yes.
Talk to me about it.
And she followed what I said, what she's supposed to eat, what not to eat. She was determined to do it. And then it really made me so happy, and that means the products really work. And last week, another customer walked in. She had a couple cysts in the liver, and that caused crucial pain. She using about 3 different items. She told me, she said, a week, 10 days, no more pain. And a few more weeks, she went back to the hospital to scan it. They said no cyst.
The cyst is gone from the liver?
Yes, from the liver, and no more crucial pain after like a 1 week, 10 days time.
So you give her a steady regimen of whatever you give her?
Yeah, I gave different products. I have reason to give different remedy. So a lot of customers ask me how to maintain a healthy immune system, because immune system is the key. Without a strong immune system, we have nothing. It is the body which ultimately controls infections. Is the immune. So I summarized about 3 things to how to maintain a healthy immune system. First of all, is keep yin-yang balance, keep emotion balance, keep your energy balance. So when we find out something wrong with our body, we have to give a pause and start thinking to review about our life. So what's wrong with me? What happened with my life? Whether I stress out, whether I sleep well, so whether my diet need to be changed. So give about 10-15 minutes, you sit quietly, you think peacefully, logically, and then you will figure out something wrong had to be changed. Then second, to maintain a healthy immune system, always keep your blood circulation flow. Because plenty of people stress out. When you stress out, the energy don't come up to nourish your heart, to nourish the brain, which cause a lot of blockage in the body, which trigger the inflammation. So always keep your heart open and keep your mood balanced. So that maintain your smooth blood flow. So number 3 is the bowel movement. I see plenty of my customers, they don't have regular bowel movements.
And what is regular bowel movements?
At least once a day.
Okay.
And most people, they not complete. The bowel is not complete, toxins not completely out. And then we can see if people don't have regular bowel movements, the face not glow, because the body holds so much ammonia and toxins which are accumulated in the digestive system, and the toxins can oxidize over time and then directly poison your body, damaging the brain, liver, and the central nervous system, which weaken the immune system. And worst of all the toxins we maintain in the body for days, for weeks, and months will feed cancer cells. And that's why 70-80% people who has been diagnosed with cancer, they had a long history of constipation.
Wow.
A lot of customers ask me, what we supposed to eat? So the life is a learning trip. We're learning about our diets, learn about how we eat. There's so many variety in the food store, in the health store, how we can eat. We can mention about a little bit today. Like we choose selenium-rich food. Selenium is an important essential mineral in the body. The selenium is found highest in the Brazil nuts, fish, and mushrooms. So one Brazil nut can supply a whole day's supply of selenium.
Just one?
Yeah, just one nut a day. Mm-hmm. We're selling some Brazil nuts. Customers say, I eat a whole bag in 10 minutes. I said, no. I said, that's too much grease. Don't overdo it. Okay. I said, no more than 3 a day. Actually, 1 a day be sufficient. So you don't overdo it. Everything needs moderate. Everything too much is not good. Mm-hmm. So now we talk about the zinc. Zinc is an essential mineral, especially in the immune function, because zinc enhances the actions of many of the immune system's actors, including T cells. Once the body has sufficient zinc, we have a good eyesight, we have stamina, we have energy. The food contains the highest zinc is sesame, pumpkin. We drink a pumpkin soup, we get sufficient zinc, and oyster or dark chocolate. And another most important, the food we should focus, that's a mushroom. So this mushroom, not the usual food store bought variety. is a medicinal mushroom because medicinal mushroom contains high level of polysaccharides. Their polysaccharides raise immune function considerably when we take regular on a daily basis. So the medicinal mushroom, we talk about cordyceps all the time, reishi, lion's mane, like a goji berry, ginseng, astragalus. So they all contains high quality of polysaccharide. So all these herbs I mentioned we call adaptogenic herb. So which contains a lot of beta-glucans, polysaccharides, and like hundreds to thousands of natural healing compounds. So let me give an example about polysaccharides that have been found to stimulate immune components, including stimulate natural killer cells, lymphocytes. Lymphocytes is white blood cells, and also the production of bone marrow.
So you could find this in the mushrooms? Is this
Yes.
the one for the
Yes,
mushrooms?
highly
But these
condensed
are-
in the mushroom.
But these are, you say that these are medicinal mushrooms, that they're just not regular mushrooms that you can just
No.
kind of chop up and throw in your thing.
Yes.
So these are medicinal mushrooms.
Yes.
Okay.
So these herbal medicinal mushrooms focus on strengthening the vitality and improve intelligence of immune system by promoting internal balance. So instead of focusing on destroying external disease, virus, pathogens, so we're focusing inside the root of the problem. So millions of the billions of people have been using all these herbs for hundreds or thousands of years. So all of them can be used for long term. Like for myself, I've been using for over 20 years. My mother been using like over 10, 15 years. She usually has very bad heart condition, cardiovascular disease, and heart palpitation. She had a lot of like kidney stones, gallbladder stones. Now I hardly hear no complaint. And the inflammation in the joints, she used to hardly walking with limpy, and now she walk fine.
So let me ask you, because you said inflammation. I know you got some more stuff to read. Well, I'll write this down because I want to ask you about inflammation. I want to ask you about the origin. Is it a diet that causes inflammation? Is it stress? Is it a lack of balance? What causes inflammation? A lot of persons don't know they have it until, it's too late.
70, 85, or 90% inflammation come from stress.
Really?
Some from water, from food, diet, from environment, some from overdosage, different things. Because as I said, when we stress out, our energy don't flow. That affect your blood circulation. And also people constipated and hold so much ammonia and toxins, which feed the cancer cells, feed the inflammation. So that was swelling, cause people have a low count of kidney and liver, cause water retention issues.
Really?
For over 20 years, I've been using our products. So I tended to use a formulation that contains 3 different herbs, occasionally 5. As I get older, I have found that a more complex formulation works better for me. Because there are pre-existing inflammation in many parts of our bodies, from age-related brain dysfunction, your memory poor, or arthritis, different ailments. So when we talk about the combination, many of our health problems are interrelated. It is best to take combinations of adaptogenic herbs to support different body systems, like endocrine system, thyroid, adrenal gland, immune system, central nervous system, different systems support our life. So like, for example, customer asked me how to maintain the immune system formulation. So we prescribe like equal amounts of cordyceps and reishi, so which particularly had a strong force to against the virus bacteria. For people who had a seizure, we recommended cordyceps along with lion's mane powder and in large dosage. Like a different situation, we use different dosage to help customer to heal. Like people have liver damage, like liver failure, liver pain, or cyst in the liver. We recommended like cordyceps along with reishi, turmeric. We know turmeric is the first class of blood purifier. Cool off the blood, purify the blood. So that's a turmeric, and the spirulina. Spirulina detoxify kidney and liver. Like people work out in the gym or bodybuilder, we recommended cordyceps along with ginseng, because cordyceps increase your oxygen in the blood up to 40 to 45%. So boost up your oxygen level quickly. People have a low brain power, dementia or Alzheimer's disease. We recommend it like ginseng, goji berry, and spirulina. Because spirulina not only detoxicates the liver, detox your central nervous system, detox the brain, also help get rid of heavy metals, mercury, toxins. For like the last example, maybe I talk too much.
No. I write everything down that you're saying because I want to know more about what you're saying about the inflammation. I need to understand this sort of a combination that you talk about for the adaptogenic herbs and those particular products. I need to know about those things. And also, I want to know about the three things that you talked about for the immune system. I want to know about the yin and yang balance. I want to know about being able to keep your blood circulation flow together. And then I want to know about bowel movements, because I do have someone that texts me and says, ask Dr. Yang, Howard, I only go to the bathroom every 3 days. I use the bathroom once every 3 days. Is that good? It don't sound good to me, but I'll put it on the table to you. Is it a good thing? What can they do to be able to see a regular flow?
Yeah, we recommend it. Definitely diet need be changed, need more vegetables, less, you have to balance. I'm not only saying you be vegan or vegetarian. You can combine together or get most nutrients, but we need fiber. And also we have aloe soft gel that give you a push to deep cleansing your colon. And also we have a palm pollen powder. Because even though some people have regular bowel movements.
A colon powder? What's it called?
Palm pollen.
Okay.
Even though some people, they claim that they have regular bowel movements, but still it is estimated that 60 to 70% of adults are walking around with average of 10 to 12 pounds of old hardened feces. That's in the colon, which secretly made them feel terrible all the time. So the good news that we have, there is an easy way to clean this out to feel the lighter, healthier, make your face glow, make your energy flow, make you feel more energized.
And that's the pollen powder that you're talking about.
Yeah, palm pollen powder. That creates more poop.
That's excellent.
So it's not only for detox, for constipation. Palm pollen powder also help prostate disease, help build up testosterone for low libido, and also to regulate healthy hormone for male and female.
You know, a lot of people wait, and ladies and gentlemen, I know there's some people out there who have some testimonies. If you're one of those persons and you want to be able to call in for ancient Chinese secrets, and let me tell you, I've been there long enough and been here doing this thing with Juan McCartney. Y'all don't forget, I was here with Juan McCartney for a long time. And being able to go down to ancient Chinese secrets to see people walking in and say, Howard, I couldn't walk last week, or 2 weeks ago, I was unable to move because I took this product, that product, and the other product. Sometimes we just wait until it's too late, till we find ourselves up against this proverbial wall, and we can't move to be able to look out for help. But Dr. Yang is here saying that you can take some things as a preventative measure to ensure that you keep up your immune system, that you keep these things in a proper perspective, that you can always be able to have that vitality, that energy, and that sort of a movement that you can feel well. And if you want to be able to find out more about what they're doing over at Ancient Chinese Secrets, I want you to give them a call. The numbers that you can call today is 394-1369. That's 394-1369. Or you can give them a call on the WhatsApp for all you persons out there who don't have minutes and you want to be able to do the WhatsApp, 557-1369. That's 557-1369. This is Ancient Chinese Secrets, and they're on Shirley Street, right opposite Thompson Trading. Listen, I did a couple remotes there. This isn't the first time. I'm not unfamiliar with this stuff. I'm really happy that she revived this because, as I get older myself, I want to be able to do some things. I'm not the slimmest. Talk to me. Let's be very clear about this. I'm not the slimmest. I want to be able to do these things and make some things happen and keep myself vital. I got 4 children. I got to keep running after them. So I want to do that. But I think I got a caller on the line. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Yang.
Hi, how you doing?
This is Gina. I am awesome. Thank you.
That's good.
And a big part to do with Yang and my cordyceps.
Talk to me about that.
I met Yang about roughly 12 to 13 years ago. After sending up my silent prayer, telling God I'm okay with him taking me because the pain in my body was so bad. And I got inside of going to the ER for the morphine drips for the pain. I had blockages in every area. I had fibroids that were huge and just circulation problems, bowel problems, everything was going wrong. Literally, I had like 0.4 blood in the body, and the pain was excruciating. And I remember all I did was lay down. I told God, I'm ready to go. And my son, he was like, Mommy, get up, go on Facebook. When I went on Facebook, I saw this heavy gentleman that was sitting in Yang's massage chair, and she had given him some detox pads that alleviated his pain. And a voice said, message this woman privately and tell her what you were going through. And I told Yang what was going on, and she was like, I'm not sure if my cordyceps will work for you with all of that going on, but I'm willing to work with you. And let me tell you, I went in there and I got my first bottle of cordyceps. Because of my desperate situation, I was taking like roughly 8, 9 of those things a day. So when I got back to Yang, because they have no side effects. So I got back to Yang and I was like, I need another bottle. So she was like, Gina, no, that's not supposed to be. That's a month bottle. I was like, you ain't in the situation I in, lady.
Wow.
I in this. And I told God, I said, I'm going to give this thing 90 days. And by my second month, consistently on that, I started popping out my fibroids.
What?
It was very painful. I felt this tearing, scratching pain internally, but you will know that something is wrong. But I was tired of the doctors. No offense to doctors, but you're going, and you're feeling like you're being turned around, and your blood is at 0.4. It's coming out black. And, the pain, I felt like there was no hope. And I had this stomach out of this world. I barely used the bathroom at all. So you could imagine how weak I was. I'm seeing stars, my heart palpitation, the pain through the body. And listen, by the second month, it was like, whoosh, things started coming out of every area. I mean, every. And I was in shock, and I was like, Yang, I'm going to continue these. And I have to tell everybody about this because you wasn't sure, but I had the faith. And up until now, especially after COVID, I had gotten slack off of it, and I started eating everything just to survive. And boom, within those couple of years, I was into the state I was in, but I was in a very uncomfortable state. And I'm on the island of Andros. So I sent some cousins to Yang, and I told them, listen, I can need them cordyceps for my friend. I need to start taking these. And it was like 2 months ago. And anyone who saw me from COVID to 2 months ago could tell you, Gina was big. They was asking me when the baby coming.
Really?
That's how big my stomach and round.
So
midsection was.
this is just
They
your
thought I
diet.
was
This was your
pregnant.
diet then. This is a bad diet.
Not even diet because I barely eat. I don't have appetite. It was the blockage because I wasn't using the bathroom. Also stress, as well as the food that we eat with the hormones in it. Somehow it gives the fibroid strength and growth. Those are the parasites that grow fast.
Wow.
You hear me? Those fibroids, they're nothing to play with. And anyone out there who have fibroids or experience fibroids, the pain is no joke. That and your periods are horrendous. And it makes you anemic because most of us either bleed a lot, consistently, almost nonstop, so you become anemic. The body is unbalanced in so many areas. And within 2 months now, you hear me extra perky, sister girl, doctor, feeling great.
You're feeling good. You're
And
here
I
in
ain't coming
Nassau
up
or
with
you're still in
vitamins no
Andros?
more.
You in Andros
Huh?
or you in Nassau?
I'm in Andros.
You're still in Andros. North
Oh, yeah.
Andros. My God.
North Andros. And you know, it's when you know of a product, I know of this product.
You send for
And
around the
this was my
world.
Go-to.
You'll send around the world to get your cordyceps.
Oh, yeah. I call you and they put them on charter and I get them.
Don't put it on the boat. Put it on the plane. Send it
Put
quickly.
on charter. I need it quick. And you know, Yang is so efficient. He gets it to you. And like I tell people, listen, you spend a lot of money on material things, but good health is wealth.
Wow.
No one likes to feel bad. And I know what I know. So I send for what I sure knew how to get it sorted out.
He's a good woman, man.
So it's been this friendship with Yang and I. This has been from death door 12 to 13 years ago.
The vitality.
Hearing that my body is failing.
You're strong.
So I'm still around.
Wow. Gina, I appreciate your telephone call, man. This is a strong one today. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate that. Thank you so
Gina.
much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Yang.
Thank you, Gina.
All righty. Bye-bye.
See you later. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a real thing. I mean, to hear these kind of testimonies, to hear these stories, and we continue to hear them. And I don't believe that these persons will participate in something that didn't work for them. I think it's very important that we recognize that the small society that we're in, you can be able to identify the sort of testimony, the walking testimonies of persons who've been to ancient Chinese secrets and been able to see a true turnaround in themselves and that real vitality in their bodies. Now, when I come back, I want to ask you about a couple of things. Persons are texting me to ask about the mecha root. They're asking me about the honey goat weed, and they want to ask about some other stuff like that. So I got some texts coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, send me your texts. 422-4796. If you got some testimonies and you want to be able to reach out, you know the numbers. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Anywhere, toll free, 242-300-5720. We're here with Dr. Yang. She's an herbalist, and you know her. Ancient Chinese secret. Get your stuff together. If you're not feeling well, let's just give it a shot. Take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
At Marco's Pizza, we never skip on quality or ingredients. Save some cash and satisfy your cravings with our new carry-out medium 2-topping pizza for only $12.50. That's right, order 2 of your favorite toppings like sausage and green peppers on 1 medium pizza for only $12.50. VAT inclusive on our app or online. Made daily with fresh dough, our signature sauce, and fresh cheese. Only at Marco's Pizza. Restrictions apply.
Ready to step into the future? From your front door to the backyard and everywhere in between. See and speak to whoever's there with Ring Video doorbells and security cameras now available at Alive. Protect what matters most, all from one easy app. Available in your Google or Apple Play Store. Visit bealive.com/ring to learn more. We are alive.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Get your business moving today.
Samantha's always on point. She doesn't miss a thing. When she signs up for any insurance policy, she reads all the fine print. She knows what's covered, what's not covered, and she's aware of her deductibles. When it comes to insurance, it pays to know your policy. Review every insurance policy so you know what you're covered for. This message was brought to you by the Insurance Commission of the Bahamas.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation.
Sorry, why you come to the show?
Yeah. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, live and in full effect in the studio with me today. We're talking Mother's Day. Watch me. We're talking Mother's Day. And sort of a peculiar conversation to have about Mother's Day. But I think it's an essential conversation. Can I say that? I think it's an essential conversation. I think we are kind of consumed with, Mom, are we going to get something to eat? And, oh, happy Mother's Day, and being able to shower her with gifts. But I think that you should shower your mother with the gift of vitality, especially if you've seen her lose her sort of a vitality. In the studio with us today is none other than Dr. Yang. She's an herbalist all the way from Ancient Chinese Secret over there on Shirley Street, opposite Thompson Trading. Let me throw the numbers out. 394-1369, 394-1369. Or you can hit me up 557, or hit them up, 557-1369, and that's for the WhatsApp also. She's talking to us about a great deal of things. Now, when I was on the break, I see the lines are lit right up. Is that the line lit up? Guys, call back with your testimonies and whatnot. We can be able to hear about these things. But when we was on break, while I was waiting on this telephone call to come through, I want to talk about this. I did not feel well. Now, I'm a bigger guy. Now, I've always kind of boasted about the fact that even though I'm a big guy, I am more athletic than people know. Like, you know, as big as I am, I could hit 2 miles on the treadmill. I could hit 2 miles on the road as big as I am, right? And I'm very, very athletic. I could play you under the ground, any sport. This is what I do. But as I get older, I don't know if it's from the stress of life, from the stress of family and responsibility, or what it is, I could feel there is this sort of an idea that says, okay, I can't wait to get home just to kind of kick back. That hasn't happened over the years. I need vitality. So I stopped eating, right? I did this intermediate fasting. Like I was telling you on the break, I did intermediate fasting. So I wouldn't eat from late in the night until after 3 o'clock the next day. So I have like a pocket of eating. And I feel much better, right? But I still feel like there needs to be sort of a cleansing internally so I could be able to revive myself and get my vitality the way that I want, right? Not so much that I could get another child. I have 4 already. Jesus, I don't want 5. This is too much, right? So I just want to know, how can we do that? Can the cordyceps help me with this particular thing? Talk to me about it.
Yeah, I would recommend it to put sufficient nutrients in the body. because when we sufficient minerals, vitamins, that will rejuvenate our immune system, we gain all the vitality, gain all the energy without eating. So nutrients give you more energy without overeat, or that kills hunger. And the medicinal mushroom create a balance in the body that readjust the immune system, whatever high or low, they put in the middle. So all the benefits of adaptogenic herb are based on scientific research. The use in the history for thousands of years in the traditional medical system, and also from clinical observations. The observations over all these years provide more accurate assessment of the effect of adaptogens than short-term clinical studies. So you know why this medicinal mushroom works so well, cordyceps, reishi, or lion's mane, ginseng, because they are more than 80% genetically identical to the human body. So that means the mushroom is more effective than...
Like it was designed for us.
Yes.
Wow.
They designed for the body and being on the earth since before the plants started to grow. So being on the planet for 1.3 billion years.
Wow.
So like why cordyceps works so well? Because that contains over 1,000 minerals. All the B, B1, B5, B12, all the calcium, potassium, minerals, phosphorus, magnesium.
Can you take this in tandem with sea moss, or is this?
Yeah, it's a combination.
It's a combination.
Sea moss is superfood, like spirulina. Spirulina, similar like sea moss, they're superfood from green algae.
Wow.
So that give you all the nutrients, minerals, the alkaline the body, to help get rid of inflammation.
Well, Dr. Yan, let me take this telephone call. I know we got to get to the break and at the 1 o'clock hour, but I got to take this telephone call because I know this is another testimony. Calling on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thanks so much for calling.
Oh, no problem. I was waiting on the phone.
Tell me about your testimony. I know that you're here to tell me about this relationship that you have with Dr. Yang. Tell me about your specific position and what you would have done in those particular areas.
Well, I had recently discovered a few medical challenges that is definitively extremely painful. Degenerative disc disease in the neck. Sometimes it could be immobilizing. So after doing a few discussions with some friends, I've heard a lot about her products. And so one day, my father and I, we would have stopped by, and I told her about the issues that my father and I were experiencing. She then introduced me to the lion's mane.
It's hereditary? You and your father have, I'm asking, is it hereditary? You and your father have it?
It's not hereditary. Actually, I don't know how he would have... His issues is slightly different from mine. Okay. I'm just talking specifically about my issues.
Now,
we went on different issues.
And I hate to do this. I hate to do this. Hold 1 second. I hate to do this. I need to give Dr. Yang a little bit more time because she has so much more to be able to tell us about. I have to take this commercial break to get to news. Can I call you right back? Can we call you right back, or can you call back so we can hear about this? Because I need to hear about this lion's mane and the stuff that you would have taken so we could understand just what Ancient Chinese Secrets is doing for us. So we call you right back with this. Is that okay?
You can call right back.
We call you right back with that. Okay, thank you so very kindly. Now, guys, I got to take this commercial break. Now, we've kind of burst through a few of our commercial breaks and whatnot, but this is a very interesting show. This is truly interesting because a lot of us are struggling. We're wrestling with vitality issues. We're wrestling with sort of constipation and how we can be able to do those things. The texter texts me, I use the bathroom. I go every 3 days. Is that okay? I know people who thought it was okay to go once a week. This is wild. We got to talk about these things. We got to talk about being able to take the aloe soft gel. We got to talk about to take the palm-pollen and all these things, and also about the cordyceps. We got to talk about these things. But let me take this commercial break, get to news, and be right back after this.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation.
My Gateway is the centralized, safe, secure way to access and pay for government services online. Go to mygateway.gov.bs and log in to request a police character certificate, renew your passport or driver's license, and more. Receive emails confirming requests and alerts when documents are ready. You must have a valid, government-issued ID in order to collect documents. My Gateway is fast, easy, and convenient. Go to mygateway.gov.bs and register today.
The 6th edition of the Bahamas Games are on the way. July 7th through the 15th. Get ready for inter-island sporting competition in the spirit of unity and camaraderie. Which island is gonna win? It's the Bahamas Games. Our nation, our talent, our games. And look out for the B-Games crew coming to your island soon. For more information, call 809-1242 or visit thebahamasgames.org.
Wednesdays just got a whole lot better. Introducing Whopper Wednesdays at Burger King Nassau. Get a flame-grilled Whopper for only $5.50, including VAT. Yes, you heard that right. This Wednesday, you can indulge in the classic flame-grilled Whopper you love, made your way for only $5.50. Stop by your favorite Burger King Nassau location this Wednesday and enjoy a Whopper for only $5.50. Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio, Howard Grant and your company this beautiful Tuesday, May 9th. We're out here and being able to, as being as decent as possible while we continue to be able to talk to you about Baja Retreat, Skin Solutions, Day Spa, all these particular entities and these businesses that definitely want to be able to ensure that mother is taken care of on the outside. There is a business in studio with us today that is concerned about mother on the inside. Talk to me. Not just mommy, daddy too, right? You get your early Father's Day gift out there. And you can be able to see sort of a vitality return to your body. We're here with Dr. Yang from Ancient Chinese Secrets, and she's telling us everything. Now, Howard, where is Ancient Chinese Secret? We had to give her some more time to talk about these things because I know that these testimonies are blowing my mind. I want to hear more about it. Right down there at Shirley Street, opposite Thompson's Trading on Shirley Street. You can give them a call at 394-1369 or hit them up on the text line, the WhatsApp line at 557-1369 and find out if these products are good for you. And I'm here and we're talking about these things on the break. And, I'm saying to her, as men, we don't gauge our health. Talk to me. Watch me. I got to look at my producer because he know what I'm talking about. Men, we gauge our health based upon our vitality. How am I talking? Our strength, our endurance, our stamina. And when we don't have that kind of a strength and endurance and stamina, we start to ask ourselves, hey, listen, what's going on here? Am I okay? Am I this? Am I that? And we equate that sometimes with age. Man, I'm getting a little bit older. Should I go and take this pill or that pill? Talk to me about vitality and strength and how that we could see a natural return of those things by being able to take your products. Dr. Yang, go ahead.
Okay, for male suffer from all the low energy stamina, we have cordyceps, maca powder, we have ginseng. We know ginseng is the king of the herb. Ginseng improve your vitality, fertility, and longevity. So we have a ginseng royal jelly and the raw ginseng root. Also, we have a honey goat wheat powder that improve testosterone naturally. also improve the bone density. Palm pollen powder that improve testosterone as well. Also, same time, good for joint pain and detox the body, help constipated. And all these significant herbs improve male and female vitality, fertility, and add up spirulina to detoxify the body. So also you can think about the goji berry. Goji berry is stimulates collagen, also contains high amounts HGH, human growth hormone. Goji berry is the only known fruits on the planet contains human growth hormone naturally. Human growth hormone results in 8.8% gain in muscle mass and 14% loss in body fat.
Hold on, wait. Just a goji berry.
Yes.
The goji berry that I see all over the place that people are taking now, that we've seen sort of this kind of liftoff for over the past, I don't know, maybe five years.
Yes.
They've really been talking strong about this.
Yes.
You're saying to me that I could take this naturally.
Yes.
We
have organic 3A grade, high quality goji berry fruits.
And this is better than whey protein. This is better than all of these particular things. Right? And you could also see 14% weight loss naturally.
Yes,
Oh my
without changing diet or exercise. This is from clinic assessment. And goji berry also help balance blood sugar naturally. So people have diabetes, they can use goji berry for a snack.
Really? Let me take this telephone call, Caller's on the line. Let me take the caller right there. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, I'm
My
on the
brother,
line.
I appreciate you holding, man. I'm just really wrapped up in these things and finding about this stuff. Tell me about your testimony. I could not leave without you being able to tell me about this. Tell me about your testimony and sort of the relationship that you have with Dr. Yang and Ancient Chinese Secret.
Well, there's so many things to testify about, but it would all boil down to simply saying the products are phenomenal. They really work.
Now, you started to tell me how you had a debilitating or neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recently discovered during the pandemic that I have a challenge known as degenerative disc disease. It's at its mild stage. It resultantly is extremely painful. And sometimes I cannot move based on the pain that I'm experiencing. When I met a lady, I went to the store, I explained what my situation was. She introduced me to the lion's mane, sclerina, and I kid you not, this is not exaggeration, but this is literally my testimony. Within a week's time, the pain reduced. It was so significant, I became somewhat concerned. Went to my physiotherapist and I asked her to be so painful at one moment and to just no more pain. And so I stopped taking it for a bit to try and see, and the pain came back. But as soon as I went back on taking it, it dissipated extremely fast. So from my experience, I would suggest and recommend the product. I also take the ginseng. The type of work that I do, it requires a lot of mental energy. And kid you not, if I wake up first thing in the morning, I keep a pack of the ginseng in my drawer. I take it out when I reach to work. It's better than coffee. I'm energized and I don't have the funny dream feeling after the coffee dies down. So the products work.
What's this
You just
ginseng?
have to make sure when you find out what it is that she can offer, find out from your doctor if it's okay with your health background that you can take it, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Now, you perk my interest when you say you take a ginseng in the morning and it's better than coffee. I mean, come on. Are we being real with the better than coffee thing? Talk to me about it. Is it?
It's a very small bottle. I don't know if it's longer than 2 inches, or maybe a slight longer. You open it, you swallow it. Moments later, it digests in your system, and you
get your
energized.
vitality, energy for the day. Wow.
Pardon me?
You got your energy for the day.
Yes, and I have my energy for the day.
So
I work out too, so I usually take it also before I work out, and I can work out to my full potential.
Tell me about just one more, just kind of to drive it home. What medicines that you take to kind of rectify this issue that you had with your neck? Was it the cordyceps? What was it again? So persons could know if they're having similar things to go down to check out Dr. Yang.
It was the cordyceps, the reishi powder, and the lion's mane.
Wow. That is amazing. Now, you told us about your father. Did he have
And
the
the
same
Florina
effect?
supplement.
Did he take the
Yeah.
products also? Did your father take the products also? Did he have the same
Yeah,
results?
he's taking it also, and he isn't as painful as he once was with whatever his issues are.
Mm-hmm. That's excellent, man. I want to thank you so much for being able to give us a call, and thank you for waiting to be able to get that here. That this is nothing that is afar off. People need to know that this is something that is for all of us. On the break, I asked Dr. Yang, do you believe that our ethnicities, will cause us to be able to be a little different? She said, well, all of us are human beings, right, Howard? What you talking about? Well, it's the truth. It's the truth that if you want to be able to find things, please, guys, you hear these testimonies, be a part of this. My brother, I appreciate your telephone call.
No problem.
Thank you, man. Thank you so very
Thank you,
kindly,
sir.
right? All right, so I think I got another telephone call in there. Let me take this next telephone call. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead. That's a caller? No. All right, so tell me a little bit more of these stuff before we take this commercial break. This is Howard. Ask the lady, it says the product sounds great. Ask your guest in studio first, is she or a dietitian? She's an herbalist.
I'm a herbalist doctor.
Okay. She's an herbalist doctor. so-
Certified.
certified. And I think a lot of persons are afraid to run into that. You know, we found so many people just kind of mixing different bushes because they would have heard their grandmother or, someone around the yard saying, well, this is good for that, this is good for that. But this is something that you studied over the years.
Mhm.
Wow.
And I've been doing healthcare for almost 25 years.
It's a wonderful thing to know. Ladies and gentlemen, please go down there, Ancient Chinese Secret, Shirley Street, opposite Thompson Trading. Give them a call, 394-1369, 394-1369, or hit them up on the WhatsApp, 557-1369. That's a caller on the line. Caller, you on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
That's fantastic. Did you call us with a testimony for Ancient Chinese Secret?
Yes, I did.
Talk to me about it.
Well, I had a female issue that I've been dealing with, and I went to Ancient Chinese. They recommended their spirulina and the cordyceps, and that has worked wonders for me because I was on the medication from the doctor, and that was not working for me. It just made it worse.
Now, I didn't ask you your name or nothing, so I won't get
No,
deep
no,
into
no, I
it.
can't give my name.
No, don't give me a name. Don't give me a name.
No.
But I need you to be not necessarily graphic, but thing to you right now who are struggling with your issue. And they don't know when you say female issues, if you could be able to give us a little more. You had fibroids.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And so talk to us about it. You went to the doctor, you were taking medicines, and you did not see the sort of results that you needed to see in the time that you did.
It
You have
got worse.
pain? Is it
Yes,
is it
there's
pain?
a lot of pain. It got worse. I was on pain medication, different medication. They tried like 2 or 3 different meds at a time. That was not helping.
Now, does this mess with your menstrual?
Yes, it did.
Now, I have to ask, as a man, I don't know all these things. I
Oh,
only
wow.
hear these stories about it. So it messes with your menstrual. Does it mess with the possibility of you being able to give birth?
Yes, that does that as well.
Okay. So there are ladies out there right now who have inconsistent menstrual cycle. They're having all these particular things. And you had an opportunity. You've tried everything. How did you hear about Dr. Yang?
Well, I actually heard about her through a friend. We're talking about it, discussing it. They say, you know what, there's some natural remedies that you could use, because I was actually looking online, and they say, no, don't get any of those products online because they're fraud. They'll take your money and you'll never get the product. So I took the advice, went there, and I gave her a call, looked her up online, gave her a call, I told her what my issue was. She took it, I went in, got that, I started right away, and within, say, a week, I started seeing results. So I doubled up on the medication as I spoke with her because we continued our conversations. And she kept checking on me to see how I was doing, which is very nice of her, unlike a doctor. And she told me what to do with the meds, to double up I did that, and within less than 2 months, I didn't have that issue anymore. I haven't even gone back to my doctor's yet because I know he wouldn't even believe.
He listening to you right now. You didn't throw him under the bus. You need to stop, right? So listen. Tell me about this. So now, after this time, you get your 2 months in. Now, talk to me about this. You see a regular cycle come back?
Yes, it
a
has.
regular monthly rhythm come back?
Yes.
Okay. So you see
With no issues.
With no issues.
No issues.
You got to go to the doctor to check out. So we need to be able to hear this testimony.
Yes, I'm going to get my
a shrinkage
check,
or whatnot.
They were big. Honestly, they were big. I could touch my stuff and I could feel them in my stomach. They were huge.
Really?
Right now, I have to actually lay down and push deep into my stomach to feel a small lump.
You serious?
Honestly, yes, I'm serious.
Wow.
Nothing
That's
like
crazy.
natural remedies. Nothing like the natural remedies.
So it is natural.
They were huge.
Okay, so you would see like a bulging belly that you would have had before.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Wow.
And now it's like a flat. You have to lay.
People don't even know who you is. You could
They don't
hide. You could hide behind a pole. They could see you. I said, where'd you go?
Exactly.
Wow, this is an amazing thing.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear these
great.
stories.
The products are great.
I'm glad to hear these stories. I thank you so
Yeah.
very kindly about that. I was going to get deeper in your business and ask you whether or not this can lead to pregnancy, but I can get in your business. I can leave that. I can leave that right there.
Well, I'm hoping it does.
Whoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mom.
I appreciate your telephone call. If you're out there and you're having similar issues, ladies more specifically, that's why I told you this product and this time in this conversation is more than just the superficial concept. It's more than just this topical thing where we're out here just trying to be able to these products. If you want to see vitality and a turnaround, if you want to be a part of this lineup for testimonies to talk about the wealth of health that's been returned to these particular persons' bodies as a result of the ingestion of these products, please give Ancient Chinese Secret a call over at Shirley Street opposite Thompson's Trading. You can find them. There's a sign right there, Ancient Chinese Secret. You can see them right there opposite Thompson's Trading. Call right now. There's someone there to call right now. 394-1369. 394-1369. Or hit them up on the WhatsApp at 557-1369. 557-1369. Let me see if I got any more text to be able to give you, Dr. Yang. It says, Howard, I got cordyceps. Anyway, he's talking about your food. So they talked about the honey goat weed. We talked about that. They wanted to find out more things about it. It says, good day, Howard. I had serious sinus problem. I took antibiotics, nasal sprays, no relief. But when I took the reishi, is that called, that's how you call it, reishi powder?
Yes.
Is that you call it, the reishi powder from Miss Yang? My sinus went away in 2 days. Thanks, Miss Yang, and God bless you and your family. This is a text that's actually come through, right? So it says, hi, Howard. Ask her about itchy skin and a cold in your throat. What can she use about that? What can she use for that?
Itchy skin, I believe, internal cleanness, internal cleanser create external, like a skin beauty. So the person have skin issues, we look at the detox, colon cleanser and the detox liver, because skin is a mirror of the liver. So liver and skin reflect each other. So when I see her, we see so many people have eczema, psoriasis, different skin issues, dermatitis. So they using different combination of herb and it work out. So we are not claiming that our products will heal all your health issues, but all these ancient herbs has been popular for over hundreds and thousands of years. There must be has a reason.
Some reason. Some reason to be able to get that.
Like for example, the gentleman mentioned about lion's mane. Lion's mane is a mushroom we call smart mushroom that help for regenerate damaged brain cells and the spinal cord cells. That help to improve circulation in the brain, help the brain function. And the reishi powder he was taking that we call queen of the mushroom. Reishi is an immune stimulant that stimulates your lymphocytes, leukocytes, enhance your T cells, anti-cancer, protect against virus, bacterial, parasites, HIV, HPV, purify the blood,
Wow.
help dissolve the blood clots.
This lion's mane.
No, this is reishi now.
Oh, the reishi now.
Yeah,
Okay,
reishi.
okay.
Reishi is the queen of the mushroom. So that's on the top of the herb.
So would we take cordyceps on the reishi, or that's too much?
That's not too much. They do different job. Reishi more focus on the liver for liver failure, liver pain. Because liver, we call reishi is liver regenerative, liver protective, also liver enzyme normalizer. And also reishi help all the allergies. That's why the gentlemen are good for the sinus, seasonal allergy, food poison, fish poison, also help static pain, help rejuvenate neurons to reduce uric acid from the blood, so which help the gout.
Now, somebody text here, and before we get out of here, because we got to get out of here for 1:30, but somebody texts and says, hey, Howard, could you ask her about hot flashes and menopause and the side effects, what she can be able to take for that?
Cordyceps, balance hormone, maca powder, and spirulina.
Come, you got to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Yang tell me, Howard, come down there and try one or two of these particular things. I am going down there tomorrow to be able to pick up a few things for myself. All right. Now, the issue is that every time I bring something in the house, my wife think I bring it for her. She won't use it till she need to stop, right? I can't have nothing for myself. So I'm going to come down there and check those things out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go down there also, I want you to do that. Ancient Chinese Secret, Shirley Street, opposite Thompson Trading. It's right there on Shirley Street.
And we have a 3 days promotion from tomorrow.
You have 3 days promotion?
Yeah, for Mother's Day. 10% off on all the medicinal mushroom, adaptogen herbs, including cordyceps, reishi, lion's mane, aloe, ginseng. Also, we have herbal hemorrhoid ointments, so which formulated in China for over 400 years. Very effective. It works instantly.
They want to know about rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, we have arthritis relief and the prostate support, weight loss products, hair loss products. So whatever you have ailments, you can talk to me or WhatsApp me 557-1369. I'll be happy. It's my honor and my pleasure. I can help as much as I can. So just let me know and text me to boost up your immune system, build up and protect yourself with all our natural herbs.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Dr. Yang, all the way from Ancient Chinese Secret, right there on Shirley Street, opposite Thompson's Trading. Please, por favor, give them a call, 394-1369, or she says, give her a call directly, text her, let her know your position. She'll reach out to you right away. Like the caller says, she didn't have to call. Thanks so much. My doctor didn't call. Give them a call at 557-1369 and find out how she can help you with your ailment or your issue. Go and check them out. Make a time to go there and see these things. Howard's going to go down tomorrow morning, God spare, to be able to see exactly what. Dr. Yang, I thank you so very kindly for being able to show me, man.
My big pleasure.
This has been fun. You got to come back now.
Yeah, I will.
You got to come back and tell me about these things. I can take some products and then I can be able to be a testimony.
You do testimony.
So you got to come back.
Yes.
You got to come back.
Course, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 96.9 FM Radio. Howard Grant, your company, The Foundation. Take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation. Foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity.
It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it.
My sales increase, and I can track my earnings.
Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today.
Call 356-7764.
Ready to step into the future? From your front door to the backyard and everywhere in between. See and speak to whoever's there with Ring Video doorbells and security cameras now available at Alive. Protect what matters most, all from one easy app, available in your Google or Apple Play Store. Visit bealive.com/ring to learn more. We are alive.
It's a special day for Mom and she deserves the best. Bring her into Baja and let's de-stress. We'll pamper her and make her feel safe. Get Mom a nice spa day.
Come visit us at Baja Retreat Spa. Purchase the gifts for Mom and call us today at 323-6711.
Pamper her and make her feel safe. Get Mom a nice spa day.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Lowe's Pharmacy is celebrating its 70th anniversary in grand style with an anniversary raffle. Spend $70 or more at Harbor Bay, Soldier Road, Palmdale, or Southwest and enter to win lots of amazing prizes like a 2023 Toyota Rush, 7-night Caribbean cruise for two, 2-night stay at Margaritaville, Bahamas, $700 MasterCard, and so much more. Shop and win with Lowe's Pharmacy. Drawing date May 13th.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company. The foundation really being able to chop it down. I had a good conversation. I always enjoy these things. I think sometimes we're consumed with the outward appearance and not necessarily taking good care of what needs to happen internally. You know that this is not necessarily the rhythm of the show, but Ancient Chinese Secrets always needs time to kind of expound upon what they've been doing, the sort of commitment that they make to the community, the fact that they've been here for a very long time and a staple. They're stapled in the community and sort of find themselves in the position where they forge relationships, unbreakable, undeniable relationships with the community. And I want to thank her. I want to thank Dr. Yang for her commitment. Like I said, her commitment has been with the revolution for a very long time. And, she says, well, one still comes down there. I said, well, okay. And he also gets some stuff for his kids. I said, wow, this is good stuff. Juan took me with him several times. If you are an avid listener of the show, you would have known that. He and I would have done, I kind of tag along with him in all the remotes that he's done. And I've been, blown away by the relentless testimonies. And, we always look at these things with jaundiced eyes, skeptical whether or not this is by design, whether or not this is that. But I don't think people got time to waste. Not like this. You know what I mean? This is too much. And if you can be dishing out money just for people to be able to talk about these things, then you can make no product. These are definitely, you can make no profit like that. This is definitely a genuine position and testimony. The lady calls all the way from Andrews, and I'm sure that there are persons all over the family of islands who've been sending for ancient Chinese secrets and being able to get these things. Now, it's just peculiar how life works. I was telling you about my thing. I just felt like I still got my stamina to talk to me. Let's be very clear about that. We could still go, for the thing. Talk to me. This decency, right? PG-13, y'all stop it. We could still do the whole thing. But as you get older, you start to question whether or not you still have the vitality of an 18-year-old. As it's unfortunate, but it's just what it is. We are, brute in nature. Men don't want to say this. It's the truth. We're brute. And we really see our vitality through our capability to perform. Am I talking? How am I talking? Somebody's give me an amen. Your pastor can tell you this. I can tell you, right? A lot of us as men, we gauge our vitality. We gauge our strength, position, and sort of the optimism for the future based upon, our capability and what we can do. Even, David, when they see King David was, in the bed, he would move. They look for a damsel throughout the thing, throw her in the bed, and they move and say, oh my God, he dead. Oh God, he dead. It's just what it is. Historically, we've identified our strength through our capability to perform. Men. And I believe that is why a great deal of men, most recently we would have seen the minister out of the office of the Prime Minister, Miles Nerota, who is the head of our NIB, take on a position to indicate that it's costing the government an extra $40-some million annually just to be able to take care of these particular things. And one of the things that he said is that, well, what you want us to do, the people aren't, one dying. And I kind of equate that to this vitality issue. Let's just be very clear. Once a man can feel his strength, whether by some generic position or by being able to pop a few of these things generically, or by being able to have the natural vitality and that sort of a stamina built up in him, he ain't going nowhere. He's still here. And so I want you guys to be able to do this. You shouldn't have to read your body like that, but I know you's man, we's man. So let's talk like that. Go down to Ancient Chinese Secrets on Shirley Street and check them out. 394-1369, 394-1369, or hit them up 557-1369 to talk about these things. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. And like she said, we really don't have time. I wanted to talk to her more about the yin and the yang and the balance. She talked about being able to do some, she didn't use the word meditation, right? But it's very important that you take a quiet time for yourself and do some internal, like some introspection. That's what she said. To be able to take into account your emotions, and be able to deal with the stress. You know what's an amazing thing? Talk to me. Let's just be very clear about this. How what is perceived to be an intangible, such as stress, because stress is not a physical thing. No one delivers to you this physical thing that's stress, but it hits you hard. I think so much of us are stressed. Is it you, or is it just me, or is it so much of us? Because I won't put nothing on us, but I think I could feel that our community is stressed economically, financially, a great deal of us. We haven't felt the sort of accomplishment that we envisioned for a very long time. And that is leading to a great deal of the diseases and issues that we see bubbling up socially. A lot of medicines, a lot of things are out there to kind of, just topical things to kind of superficially tamper it down, but not being able to eradicate it entirely. A lot of persons are in a position where they feel the necessity to kind of self-medicate. I talked about this. There's a lot of people back home in Grand Bahama self-medicating. My wife and I, we had conversations about what's going on at home. Now, I can't put this on everyone. I'm listening to cousins, aunts, uncles, brothers. There's one brother in Freeport, one's here, right? but I'm listening to family members and friends call me. And as we dive deeper into conversations, they spill out, the issues of life spill out. And they start to talk about how the community has shifted, where persons find it no longer enjoyable to kind of just take a taste. This has become a habit. Talk to me, man. This has become a ritual in pursuit of suppression. So many persons are out there pursuing a drink or other medicinal forms, whether it be narcotics in one area or whatnot, looking to suppress this untangible, this stress. And here, listen, Dr. Yang comes in today and talks to us about the correlation of stress and these diseases that attack the immune system, attack the body. We have to figure out a way to de-stress. We have to figure out a way to kind of get rid of these things, right? Over my 20 years, and I'm going to take the time to talk like this today. We ain't got much time. You can call in. The number is 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Hit me up on the text 422. I'm sorry. The text 422-4796 or anywhere toll free. You can be able to hit me up 242-300-5720. I want to talk like this today. This year, I'm celebrating 20 years married. That's wild, big wild, right? At my first year, I made some commitments to my wife. I think so much of us have done that. I don't think we as men have, we make a commitment for marriage casually. Marriage is a big thing for men. I mean, it's a humongous thing for men, right? To decide, especially if you're good at math, to decide to marry one woman when you know statistically it has to be at least 6 to 1. Talk to me. And to make a decision to identify this one person to build a life and commit to till death do you part is not an easy thing. And so in the midst of this contribution or this commitment that you make some promises. I promise to do these things for you. In my first year, and even before that, in the years before that, baby, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do the next thing. And over the years, with what happens externally, because none of us have sort of the hands to be able to catch the wind or make the world spin. We don't have that strength. There is a path that's before us that we commit to by faith. Many of us, not all of us. We commit to treading this road with a very clear understanding of long suffering, of commitment, but at the end of this, there will be victory. And I'm not talking about this sort of in the afterlife thing, that there is an opportunity for you to be able to get through that. The commitment that I made to my wife in this 20th year, I want to kind of revive that. I want to, this year, we talked about it, I want to do a renewal. I really do. I want to do a renewal. And in the midst of the renewal, I want to kind of be able to ensure that, because I feel like we still got some life to live. You know, we ain't out here just going to die early. We still got a lot of things to do, and we want to align ourselves with stuff. And I want to be able to get myself healthy. Now, like I said, I've always boasted about my health. I'm always good every time I go to the doctor. I don't have no high blood pressure. I don't have no diabetes. I don't have any of these particular things. But sometimes I don't feel the youth of my 18 years, like my 18th year of youth. When I was 18, I was strong. I feel good. You know, I could do all these things. I push in weight, doing all this stuff like that. And as I get older, I realize that stress is a wild thing. We have to figure out a way to be able to deal with stress. We have to figure out a way to be able to really be able to communicate. Let's talk about that. Maybe we take it in a different direction. And I think that's for relationships. That is for friendships. that is for the community, that the church. I think we have not been able to have clear communication as a community. I think that's where a lot of the issues are. The inability to be able to articulate, to communicate with each other. And if anything we're going to grade for that BGCSE, it should be based upon our ability to commune and communicate with each other. And if a D is a very clear indication of a lack of ability to articulate and communicate with each other. That's the only thing it's for. Occupationally, you can learn anything else. But after you come from your job and you go home, you can't bark continuously. We got to figure out a way to communicate. We got to have more therapists in our communities, more therapists in our school. We got to have a way to be able to get this stuff out. We wrapped up in this stuff, man. You wrapped up in it. And so I want to encourage you. I want to be able to let you know. And that's why I give you a little bit of my life. Right? I don't see myself as a rock star or any of these things. I'm a regular dude, just a guy who is searching for a way to be able to fulfill purpose, a dream that I've had in me for a long time. I wrestle over the years as to whether or not I suppress this dream and get on this hamster track, this treadmill of life and just exist until I don't. Or do I fight like the salmon that goes upstream against the tide to move towards purpose? You just have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. If you're going to fight, we need vitality. You need to find out ways to be able to get yourself in a better position. If we're going to be here over the next 40, 50 years as a community, as a people, this generation, and be able to change this country, we need the vitality and we need to communicate. We got to find ways to do that. And so I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to kind of get those things done. I want to encourage you to be optimistic in your views. I want to encourage you to not only worry about and stress yourself out about the topical stuff. I really do. I want to encourage you to look a little bit deeper. And I think that that's what the yin and yang is. I think that's what it is. I think many of us in our faith, we don't talk about that. We kind of reject this idea. But like Dr. Yang indicated very clearly, we're all human beings. There is a necessity for you to be able to identify deep within yourself whether or not you're on the course that you were called to. And inebriation can't do that. All these things exist in principle. Be ye sober-minded in your thinking. That's what this is. And the sobriety gives you a very clear understanding of your position. Talk to me. I am no different than any of us. I'm out here praying to God every night that tomorrow's the day. And I wake up with faith to say that, my God, today's the day. Give you praise, Father, I'm here. We got to keep pushing forward, ladies and gentlemen. We have to keep pushing forward to see the change that we envision, that we hope for in this country. We could yell and cuss out our political leaders left, right, and center. But if it's not introspection, if it's not finding a balance internally, if it's not being able to revitalize ourselves, to continue to be able to move forward in this fight, if it's not educating the next generation, if it's not starting at home, then what are we doing? Nothing. Nothing. Let's get to work. We got a lot to do. We got to be able to, one of the things that Dr. Yang said is there is an imbalance. I said to her, Dr. Yang, I don't understand. I need to get rid of this stomach. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't even eat. And I know all the big people that say that. I don't even eat. You need to stop it, right? You got pizza under your bed from 2004. You need to stop it. You all need to stop it, right? But I'm saying my issue has been the white devil. You know what that is? Bread. Talk to me. Let's be very clear. My issue has been bread over the years. Every time I walk past certain bakeries, I have to be able to start praying. I come against you right now. And I feel like Pepe Le Pew. You remember when Pepe Le Pew smelled the thing and just started to float, going inside? I just start floating into the people place. I don't even feel my legs moving. I'm out here just purchasing cake. It's too much. And I asked her, how can I get rid of this thing? And she said, it's just an imbalance. She said, the body needs balance. You can't expect to be able to intake so much of this bread and yeast and not be able to have the balance of grains. She said, and a lot of the foods that we eat are so filled with hormones that it's only topical. You need deep superfoods. You need deep nutrition. And I think that that's us socially. We are imbalanced socially. And the reason why there is a relentless conversation about what one political party has done as opposed to another is because we don't have the deep political conviction or nutrition to be able to make the decisions to shift the system that we exist in. Talk to me. I just get preachy very quickly. Watch me. We need deep change in this country. And that cannot happen if we are inebriated. This is not me saying, Howard, this is not Howard saying, don't take a little taste. I can't fight you. I grew up Anglican. My grandmother told me take a taste for my, after my after I get, what we call it again? No, not baptized. Y'all call it baptized. After I read confirmation. It's Anglican in here. After I gone through confirmation, and I've been through the whole classes with Father Knowles, right? After I got confirmed, Grandma said, well, this baby, just take a little. She like Carlo Rossi. We always had like a big gallon of Carlo Rossi in the house. Just baby, just take a little for the stomach's sake. Couldn't wait for Christmas. So I can't sit here and tell you that this doesn't exist. I don't know about this stuff. But I'm saying sobriety is bigger than that. Sobriety is important. And many of us are inebriated or seek to live in this sort of perpetual dazed and confused state. This sort of I don't know if I'm up state. Simply because of the gravity of what we have to deal with in our day-to-day realities. Find our way out. Find someone to talk to. We got to push forward. We got to. And I want to say that to you, and I want to encourage you to kind of make this thing happen, right? He says, Howard, the product sounds great. Your guest is talking about, but first, she said that she's a doctor. We got this. Did I read this? Oh, I read this piece. Yeah, she said that she's a certified herbalist. So he says, as a God-fearing man, do you believe that God can cure these things without medicine? Or do you believe that in the herbal chain, a cure? I believe that the Word of God says to us very clearly that God gave us the green herbs, the herbs for healing. I believe that. I believe that. You know, as she indicated that the goji berry is one of the only naturally grown foods that has human growth hormones, that after you ingest it, it provides you with 88% of the vitality. Like what you take for protein, the protein powder that you take, goji berry does that naturally. Like hydroxycut, the hydroxycut, right? Hydroxycut would, increase your heart rate and cause you to sweat, and then essentially cause you to lose weight. I took the first generation hydroxycut. The thing was wild. The first generation, you remember the guy took it, I think he was from the Miami Dolphins. He took 12 hydroxycut, dropped down dead. Did you remember that? My producer, I don't know if you remember, right? The guy took 12 hydroxycut, trying to lose weight for the football season, and he dropped down dead. This was the first generation, and then they I think it was the ephedrine in it. They actually had to extract it out of it. Right? I took that. I took 2 of them, and I was working at the front office at the Aulakaya Hotel, which you know as the Grand Lucayan Hotel now. We were in what we call the Manor House, and I took 2 of them, but I hadn't eaten yet. We get 30 minutes for lunch. 30 minutes. You can go and take your lunch real quick. We had to go to the cafe. I took 2 of the thing, and I thought I can be able to, it wouldn't hit my body until I can get something to eat. So I took 2 of the things maybe 10 minutes before my lunch. Within 5 to 7 minutes, I had to jog in one spot on the desk. My heart was racing. I couldn't believe it. I told my manager, I said, I have to go. I ran to the cafeteria, right? This was in my sort of a health phase and weight loss phase, trying to do everything. So she's saying to me that I can take that naturally without any of the artificial additives to be able to support the concept of what it does. So yeah, I do believe in it. I do believe that the herb was given for man, for the healing of us. And I know my Rasta friends agree with me. But you always sing with something else. You all need to stop it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in with us today, man. I think Dr. Yang really sparked something in me today. The show was supposed to be 1 hour with her, but I wanted to hear more about these testimonies. And I think you need to be able to hear more of these things also. And how we do, for me, when we identify these things and talk about the healing of us, our bodies individually, I always try to be able to contrast that to our community. What needs to be done in our community to be able to get to balance and social vitality the way that we need to see? All these things are very important for the growth, the development, and the forward movement of the Bahama land. Does it mean anything to you, or are you kind of stuck on this concept that it is what it is? Child, I just passing through. We got to lose this kind of concept, right? This kind of concept that says, they see in my world, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. We got to lose this concept and understand that each one of us who is released, who are here, live and in full effect, has a responsibility to community. We do. The Chinese understands that, whether it's by choice or otherwise. They understand the necessity to contribute to a greater goal. And it all falls back into the vision and idea of what that greater goal can be for this age and generation. I want to thank you so much for being able to tune in today. I thank you so very kindly for being able to kind of text in and be a part of that. I thank you for being able to, these people is text indecency. I thank you for participating in these particular areas. I thank you, Howard, that texter whom spoke about God healing you will run straight to the doctor when they become stricken with some serious pain or illness. I agree with you. We've seen it more than enough here in our society. Y'all stop playing. When you know that life and your vitality is coming to an end and you got so much more to go, you'll do whatever it takes. My cousin in California called me and said that Bahamians call him and ask him all the way in California, how can this medicinal cannabis help me? People would do anything just to survive. Let's think about that and think about what it takes now to maintain our position and grow. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stick and stay for Shivago Lang with Z Live right after this. I thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow right here on The Foundation with Howard Grant. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We see you tomorrow. God's Spirit.
The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.